Hello, everybody. If you could take your seats, that would be great. My name is Sarah Stewart. I am the CEO and the Executive Director of Silverado Policy Accelerator. So we have an incredible set of programs. Hopefully all of you get to go home with a story that you attended a conference in a barrel room, which I'm guessing that that nobody else has been able to claim as a claim to fame. I want to introduce our hosts, our co-founders, Maureen, Hinman, and Dmitri Alperovitch. When Maureen and Dmitri approached me in March 2020 about starting up this new policy accelerator, I was immediately inspired by their vision. I couldn't believe how much they had already thought about what they wanted this to be and what Silverado would look like and how it would operate. One of their first comments to me was that they dreamed one day of having a conference in Napa along the Silverado Trail, which is our namesake, where big minds could come together to, to find solutions to the most pressing issues of our day in a beautiful and inspirational setting with some wine. So here we are. We should not be surprised that in the span of just 2 years, most of which was an unprecedented global pandemic, that these two visionaries have found a way to make this all happen. They are brilliant, accomplished philanthropists. They're thought leaders. Their bios could probably, take up an entire conference unto themselves, but I'm going to give you the highlight reel. Maureen has extensive tenure in government service as a senior industry trade specialist for the environmental technologies industry. She also was a leading hard-nosed trade negotiator and trade expert at USTR. And I'm going to give you a little tidbit of a secret here. She's also an ace PowerPointer and a marketer, and you're going to experience that tomorrow. Dmitri, tons of success as the co-founder and former CTO of leading cyber company CrowdStrike, renowned thought leader on geopolitics, and hosts Geopolitics Decanted, a podcast that has been fantastic and world-renowned. And little-known secret about Dmitri is that he is an ace debater and also our in-house IT guy. And I'll leave it to you to decide if he's good or not. This is a winning combination. And we are so thrilled to not just accelerate the policy solutions, but to accelerate the connectivity of all of these great leaders and experts that we've gathered here today from so many different areas. So please join me in welcoming Maureen and Dmitri up to the stage.
You come up too if you want. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Sarah, for those kind words. And it is true, PowerPoint is my love language. So, just take that home with you. I wanted to thank everyone for coming here for our inaugural summit. As Sarah did mention, this has always been a vision for us. And I know that this is a hardship post for many of you coming from Washington. So we really appreciate you making the trek across the country and being here with the bad weather and the bad food and the bad drink. Thank you so much. This really was a vision of ours from the start, not just because of the uniqueness and the pleasantness of the area, but also because of the symbolism of the Silverado Trail, which was founded in 1852 and connected minerals and mining communities with other innovative communities to spur the Western economy. And that whole spirit of individualism, of innovation, and of connecting connecting various silos and economies, we really wanted to be imbued in what we do at Silverado, and in particular, get all of the silos in these interconnected areas broken down, and one of the best ways to do that is to bring people to a beautiful place with lovely food and lovely drink and make merry. So we're going to talk about a lot of hard issues the next day and a half, but hopefully it will be smoothed over with a lot of fun, and everyone here will find at least one new friend.
Thank you, Maureen. It is really great to welcome everyone to this inaugural Silverado Summit, one that we hope you will stay connected with for many decades to come, that we hope to make a tradition here in Napa Valley. There's a lot of challenging topics we'll be discussing over the next two days, geopolitics, climate, energy security, cybersecurity. And there are fierce global debates happening about these topics, particularly in Washington, D.C., and really across the country. And frankly, quite a bit of whining that's taking place about why we're not making more progress than we should across all these different areas. So we figured if we're going to be whining about these topics, we might as well do it in a place that has great wine, and hence we're here in Napa. Many of you may wonder what a policy accelerator is. The idea behind it was really to take a model from venture capital world that I know fairly well, where you can seed great ideas and turn them into amazing companies, amazing success stories, amazing industries, as we have seen with the cybersecurity industry, with the chips industry, and so many other things where America has come to lead in the global stage. And that's what we wanted to do with a policy accelerator, not necessarily create new companies, but take the best ideas from people that are working on these issues, connect them together because so many of them are interconnected, interdependent, bring them into a single room and into a single venue like this, and try to get better policy ideas and hopefully bring them back to policymakers in Washington and across the country and to your companies as well, for those of you who are from industry. The summit's theme is Fight for the Future. And whether you want to call it a Cold War II with double I's or not, there's no question that we're in a highly confrontational and competitive situation with both Russia and China, countries that present very different security challenges and very different and require different strategies for combating and addressing them. But we're also in the fight for America's future, for our American jobs, for our economy, energy security, for the future of our planet. And what our future holds is tied to the decisions that we make today. Decisions that relate to these interconnected areas that are often siloed for the purposes of policymaking. And we have to do a much better job of connecting them together to develop cross-cutting policy solutions. And we have to do it with urgency, because before we cross the proverbial Rubicon, passing a point of no return when it comes to issues like climate and energy security and great power competition, we have to get these solutions right. Before we kick off, I do want to acknowledge and express our deepest gratitude to our founding sponsors, Google and Mantech. Thank you so much for your generosity, as well as to our other key sponsors like Altana, Amazon Web Services, Breakthrough Energy, ClearPath, Global Foundries, and Qualcomm for making this event possible. We're grateful deeply to you for being passionate about solving these issues and participating in events like this. We also want to extend our thank you to the generous Coppola family and the Inglenook Winery that has worked tirelessly to make this happen, and of course to our team at Silverado, who you see around this venue, who have worked day and night for many, many months to make this event the best it can possibly be. And of course, thank you all for joining us in this room, and those of you that are participating on Zoom as well for this discussion. And it's now my absolute honor and privilege to welcome on stage Under Secretary of Commerce, Alan Estevez, for a discussion. So Alan, please come on up.